Sends out Morales with the pitch. Here's
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for checking out this video and welcome back. I wanted to talk about a topic today that has obviously taken our world by storm, and that's social media, but specifically its effect on baseball, your training, and your development. Now, a little bit of an overview here, full disclosure. You're watching this on social media. Obviously, social media can be a really good thing. I'm going to kind of pinpoint on a few things that I think are challenges with social media, but I do also think it could be a really healthy, positive thing if kind of viewed correctly. All of our kids, all of the generations growing up now have had social media from the time that they were born and are going to be, involved with it in some capacity throughout the entire duration of their life. Now, as I was growing, developing, learning how to be a good baseball player when I was younger, social media didn't exist. It wasn't the distraction that it is today. And, I think it's really a challenge for not just our kids, but our entire society as well. Our society, I think, really sees social media, things on social media. They don't really know the sources where they come from. And a big toxic trait, I think, of our social media is seeing those things and automatically accepting it as truth just because the presentation was overall quality or seemed like it came from a reputable source, but we really have no idea now. And really, truly, in my opinion, I think we're better off seeing things that we see on social media and automatically thinking that they're false as opposed to true. And what I think that could happen from all of that could be really positive. If you see something that sparks an idea and that you think might have legs to it, but you want to go vet it out. You want to go do your own research and you want to figure out if what you saw, heard, or read was true. And if I think approach that way, it could be a really, really good thing. It could spark a lot of, creative thought and research behind topics that you're obviously interested in, that the algorithms are showing you, and could spark new growth, in whatever you're doing. Back in the day, we really had to earn these platforms that we have now. People now, everyone has a platform to some extent, and anybody could post a video that could go viral. And from those viral posts, people get more followers, and then they get more viral videos and more followers, more views, and people just start automatically accepting things for truth, and we get in to this big spiral, But like I said, kind of back in the day, if you will, back in the day, people kind of had to earn that before that platform kind of was given to them, through TV, through radio, and whatever. You had to be a reputable source before you ever even got the opportunity to kind of sit in the chair, sit with the microphone. And now that's just not the case. Everybody's got a platform. Everyone's got a voice that could be heard. And, when that gets presented that way, then I think it's a really slippery slope of the quality of information and just the simple fact that everybody's not cut out to teach or coach, or have a platform, really, truly, So the right way, I think, to go about it, like I kind of highlighted earlier, is to kind of see what you see on social media, consume what you consume. I think fighting it is really just the wrong idea, bad idea, because it is such a big piece of our world, such a big piece of people's jobs, people's careers, and people's lifestyles, that I'm not necessarily suggesting neglecting it, but definitely going about it in the right way. It can have a lot of effects on a lot of different things. What jobs you get accepted to, how you get recruited. People are definitely seeing it and paying attention to it, and it can be a really big asset for you. The right way, like I said, about as far as consuming the content goes, is consuming the content, letting it spark interest or something inside of you that then prompts you to go to multiple sources, do your own research, and figure out, about that topic. Is this true? Because if used that way, it could be a really awesome filter of information where, it prompts you to do your own research into things that you would have, never taken the first step to do, because the simple truth is that we don't know what we don't know, So more content that you're exposed to, kind of opening up your eyes or awareness to new topics, new things within your niche or topic, it can really spark really quality thought, conversation, and constructive, research. So if used that way, it could be really good. And I know a really big push for people today, especially in the baseball world, is using Twitter specifically, but using social media for recruiting. And I just wanted to take a very specific moment and talk about that specifically, because I do think that that's true. But I would almost guarantee that there are more people that get crossed off of a list due to attempting to promote or get recruited via social media than people that get found. So just using that as maybe like an example of what I'm trying to speak about is, in a nutshell, basically, because I also just said, you're better off assuming if it's false. I think that more people probably get crossed off the list recruiting than get circled, right? But you definitely want to make sure it's in a very classy manner. You want to make sure the data and information that you put out is very accurate and not misleading. And then you want to make sure that all of your other baseball related posts are very much so promoting you, your character, in the most positive light as possible. I've seen that for sure, where younger players are posting their baseball stuff, but then also posting them, out at parties or whatever have you. So you want to make sure it's clean, consistent, and professional. If you're going to use it professionally, you're going to have a public profile, because coaches and people and recruiters are going to come look at your social profiles. They better be clean, consistent, and professional. And really, truly, even then, to think that a coach can only view your profile if it's public, you're extremely mistaken. I know for a fact that coaches are out there making private accounts, similar to like burner type of accounts, just so that they can view prospects and potential recruits' social media profiles. So if you think that it's safe because it's on private, you are absolutely mistaken. And all of your stuff that you put on the internet is 100% viewable to everybody. So when you go about it that way, I think that you protect yourself from a lot of bad things that could happen. I would just go ahead and say and assume that anything that you put out there, even on Snapchat, but obviously like your main social profiles, absolutely assume that everybody can see those, and you'll probably post and do things in a much better light for your recruiting and whatever. Save your locker room talk, save your banner for where you're in person. But even then, obviously, act and speak professionally, because you never know who could be recording you. You never know any of those types of things, right? So social media in general, like I kind of led with, can be an extremely positive thing if used correctly. Some of these things that I've mentioned during this video are big bullet point things that I think just need to be taken in consideration. But especially for NIL, especially for promotion type of things that are kind of flooding the business world, the business side of our sport these days, and any sports truly, can be a really huge asset for people. And if taken and used properly, can be an awesome asset. But these are just some of the things that I feel like I see on a day-to-day basis that I'm thankful that I didn't have to deal with as a younger player, and things that I wish I could tell every single player face to face. And I have many of these conversations on a daily, weekly basis, but I don't get to talk to everybody. I think that everybody can benefit from some of these key points, so I wanted to share it on this video here with you guys. So if you guys like these types of videos, I'll just ask you to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any sort of specific thoughts or questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you again for checking out this video.